So, yes. Did someone ask a question? I cannot see who spoke up. Okay. So yeah. So I hope you can see this landscape here, and I hope you have sketch. Okay. So okay. Sorry. Do you have a question, Florida?
I have this.
Nice. Is that Faber-Castell watercolor set? Oh, the one I posted about. Oh, good job. Congrats on getting that one. Okay, so yeah, we'll start. All right. So please prepare your clean jar of water, your watercolors. Okay. So important colors. Okay, let me just admit the one person.
It's easy. Just put water in the inside.
Yes, and just bring it inside. Yes. All right. And then next, I want you to prepare your brown brushes. So, as usual, I'm using
I forgot my other brushes.
It's okay. You can work with just one brush. Okay? It's okay. Okay? And then your paper, your watercolor paper. Okay? If you don't have watercolor paper, it's fine to use thick paper with at least 200 GSM. But if you don't have that, I really suggest that you get a watercolor paper, either a cellulose or cotton, because there are effects in watercolor that you won't see if you're not using the right paper, okay? And then, okay, good job. So this is the sketch. We'll start on the painting. Let me just discuss first pala the colors, okay? And what we will do today. Okay, today, I promise that I'll be teaching you how to use other art mediums. But this is optional because if you only have watercolors, you can still finish this project. So I have here my brand new Faber-Castell Pit Artist Pen or brush pen. Okay, so I'll be using the yellow and the yellow and the green for later. Okay, later pa. And then I also have my I will teach you how to use this on watercolor. And then I have here my, chalk pastel pencils. Okay, so I'll teach you how to
have that.
It's okay. You can just paint with watercolor. I'm just gonna teach you how to add other medium, artist medium in your painting. Okay, but that part is optional. I'm just gonna show you, and then it's up to you if you want to buy those stuff for future projects. But today it's not really it's optional, okay? All right, so the colors that you will be using is the lightest yellow you have, which in my case is lemon yellow. Okay, let me just show you the lemon yellow here. Okay, so
that's how
first you would have, okay, I need to mute you all for now because the recording will not show the screen if okay, just type in the chat box if you have questions. Okay, so all right, you also need pala a clean towel or tissue or tawag dito paper towel. It's okay. Okay, I'll teach you how to use the paper towel later for making a cloud. Okay, so what you need is the color yellow. So prepare your yellow, the lightest yellow that you have. Okay, and then medium yellow. If you don't have medium yellow, what you can do is mix your light yellow with a little bit of orange to make it warm. All right, because I want the other yellow to be a little bit on the orange side. Medyo warm siya. Okay, because lemon yellow is cool yellow. Okay, and the next that we will be using for this project is yellow ochre. Okay, yellow ochre. There you go. All right, and then the next color is burnt sienna. And then we will be using sap green also. If you don't have soft green, you can mix blue with yellow to have green. All right? And then, of course, your blue. Okay? That's all the colors that we will be needing. If you have questions about color mixes, feel free to just unmute and let me know, all right? Because I will teach you how to mix the colors as well. Okay? So again, this is what we will be painting today. And now, let's go to painting. Okay. So first medium that we will be using is watercolors. Okay? So clean your brush, so wet your brush, and then grab your blue. Okay, here. Please add water to your blue because I want you to prepare the lightest blue possible. So that means plenty of water mixed with a little bit of blue lang. So very light blue lang muna, all right? And then, you notice merong line dito? That is the horizon line, all right? I want you to paint around the tree and above the horizon line. Okay? So the horizon line is this part. Yung line na very linear dito na feature, that's your horizon line. I want you to paint around the tree, this particular tree lang, but the rest you can paint with blue. Alright? So that's for the sky. And I'll do that now. Again, I'm painting around the large tree. Okay? So for reference, I'm gonna share to you, let me just share the, okay, let me just share what we will be painting today para makita nyo. Okay, done. Okay, this is what we will be painting. So look at your screen.
Oh, it looks like realistic.
No, that's a real photo. That's a real photo. Okay.
Guys,
Yeah.
it's realistic.
Mine isn't as good as that. Is it okay?
I'm sorry, come again.
My painting isn't as good as the real photo.
It's okay. Your sketch. Are you concerned about your sketch? It's okay if it's not the same as mine, ha? So long as you have trees, we can fix that. Okay. So I'll stop sharing. So that's what we're gonna paint. Okay. And then if you notice the picture kanina, the light will be coming in from the right side. So that means the shadows will be on the left side. Okay. So now I painted the first layer of the sky. What I will do is add more blue in my mixing palette. Okay. And then I will swipe it across the upper part of the sky. Again, avoiding the big tree. Okay. There. Okay. And then paint all the way down to the horizon line again. Okay, that's 2 layers already of blue. And then, if you have a tissue, I want you to fold your tissue like this, like crumple it. Okay? And then, did you notice that I drew clouds sa left side? I want you to get the colors of the paper using tissue there, because that's gonna be your cloud. All right? So it's like I did here. Oh. I removed some of the colors using tissue. So I crumpled the tissue and then just lifted off some of the colors as cloud. Okay?
But you can also use white.
Yeah, but do you have white?
Yes.
In watercolor, the whitest possible is the color of your paper. Now, first suggestion, you can also use white as cloud, but I don't suggest it that you use watercolor na white. You use poster color. Okay? So, if you have white poster color, you can do that.
Oh, I forgot to get
Okay?
it.
So what you will do is add some white on the poster color. If you want to do this, otherwise lifting the colors of the blue is also okay. Okay? In case lang you have white poster color.
Ano
But
po yan?
poster color na white.
Wala po ako ng ganyan eh.
It's okay. You can just lift off using tissue. Okay? And then, I noticed that my sky is still too light. Okay? So, I'm gonna add more blue. I'm gonna add more blue sa aking, dito sa upper part ng sky. Here. Because I want this to be darker blue sa top. Okay? And by the way, I'm not using cotton paper. That's why the colors are easy to lift off. Okay? Yan. So I'm drawing, I'm actually adding
Watercolor.
blue around the cloud para lang mag-show up talaga yung blue. Ay yung whiteness ng cloud there. So para makikita talaga yung cloud, okay? And then yung blue is just parang part ng shadow ng cloud. Kasi even si clouds, meron din siyang shadow. So look, I'll bring it closer to the screen. So I'm getting more blue here. I'm adding more blue sa ilalim ng cloud. There. Ganyan. Okay? So imagine niyo yung cloud, 'di ba? Para siyang cotton. Maglagay lang kayo ng blue sa ilalim niya. Okay? And then pagka nasobrahan, you can always lift the colors off like that. Okay? Pag nasobrahan lang. Okay? So, I'm gonna add blue. And then, I'm gonna mix with a little bit of red for this, for my cloud. But this is optional. Pwede ng blue lang. Okay? Para lang makita na meron kang cloud and then whiteness and shadows. There. So, sa left side lang ako naglagay ng cloud. Alright? Kasi, matatakpan naman ng tree kung may cloud dito sa side mo. Okay? So, I hope you're done with that because we're gonna proceed muna with painting the road while this is still wet. And then I'm just gonna change my water because it has turned white and I don't want that.
Not yet done with painting the cloud.
Okay?
Teacher, is this
Yeah.
the sky?
Yeah, it's okay. Okay lang yan. Good job. Okay? So when you're done with your sky, just give me a thumbs up so I can move to painting the sidewalk and the little road here. Okay? I will probably need to adjust my, tinatapon na kulay.
Is this one okay na po?
Yeah, perfect. Good job. Okay, so for the road here, so we're not gonna paint muna the meadow behind the tree because this is still wet. If we paint this one, mag-mix siya with the blueness of the sky, right? So what we're gonna do is paint the feature farthest away from the sky, which is the sidewalk and the street. Okay, so you have to use your yellow ochre for the road. Okay, so just grab your yellow ochre and then add water. Okay, so I want you to mix this the lightest color. So you would need to add more water. Okay, and then I'm just gonna swipe it down like this. Here. So mas maganda kung one bold stroke lang. Okay, hindi yung ginaganon. Don't do that. Don't fiddle with your brush. Just swipe it across like that.
Teacher, is it the road or the sidewalk?
The sidewalk and the street. So see, this one is the sidewalk here. Ito yung sidewalk, yung where the tree is standing on. And then this part here is actually street or part of the road. Okay? So use yellow ochre for that.
Light lang yan.
Okay, let me just add my here para mas makita nyo yung okay. There. And then I'm gonna add take note that the light is coming in from the right side. So what we're gonna do, we will add more yellow ochre, but this time with less water. And then we're gonna add more color here, this side. Okay? Like that. And then pagdating dito sa pinaka-gutter, pa-vertical o pa-ganito, yung pagkulay nyo. And then here also. Okay? So ibig sabihin, this part is darker than this one. Kasi yun, ito, walang nakaharang na trees. Okay? Dito, mas darker yung kalsada mo because may mga makaharang dito na tree and mamaya maglalagay tayo ng bush beside the tree. Okay? There. I want to add more yellow ochre here kasi bigla siyang nag-fade yung color. But this side of the road, the one closest to the viewer should be darker than the farther side of the sidewalk and street. Okay? There. So okay lang mo tinamaan nyo yung bandang baba ng tree, it's okay. The tree will be darker anyway, mamaya, pag pinaint natin. Then I'm just gonna add more here, closer to the viewer. Right.
Teka, kinakalimutan ko yun. Sige na, maumiga ka na.
Right. So if you're done painting the first layer of the sidewalk, I want you to grab your burnt sienna. Okay, so the burnt sienna is like this. It's like reddish brown.
Teacher, I don't have that color.
You can use any brown. And then add a little bit of orange. Okay. So, burnt sienna is parang reddish brown lang siya. And then what I will do, I will add the shadow agad dito. Okay? Naalala niyo may drawing ako dito na parang pencil marks lang dito. Those are actually the shadow of the tree. And the bush. Yeah, in-add ko na siya here. And then, I want you to trace this part because this is a sidewalk, right? And then meron ditong gutter. So para ma-define niyo yung gutter, also parang paint din with paint din ng Ito yung side ng gutter. Paint nyo rin siya ng burnt sienna. Okay? Because this would be a different color dahil natatago siya from the light, right? Remember that the light is coming in from the right side. Okay? So, ganito yung gagawin nyo ha. Okay. And then we will add more shadows later.
Teacher,
Yes.
is this one okay po?
Patingin. Sorry, I cannot see it. Medyo... Okay lang yan. Mamaya, we will fix the shadow pa. This is first layer, by the way. So, as you notice, this is the ugly part of your painting because it doesn't make sense yet. Okay? So, may ugly face si painting when it doesn't make sense yet. So, this is parang first layer pa lang siya. So, don't worry about it looking a bit weird. Okay?
Opo. Happy belated birthday din po.
Ay, thank you. Thank you, Jean.
It's Elise po.
Ay, Elise. Oh,
Hindi
yeah.
Hindi ko po ma-change yung name ko eh.
It's okay. So, Elise. Sorry, I'm really bad at remembering names, ha. So, kaya, if I call you a different name, please forgive me. I'm just not really that good at memorizing names. Okay, so when you're done, so thumbs up lang if you're done so that we can proceed to painting the meadow behind the tree. Okay? So right now, we're just painting the backgrounds pa lang. But we're not painting the main subject, which is the trees or the main tree. Okay? Just thumbs up when you're done painting the sidewalk and the road. Okay, so please, Ashley. The rest are still doing. Okay.
Teacher, I made a mistake.
Oh, what's the mistake? Ano nangyari? Okay, so where's your sidewalk?
I put accidentally here.
Okay, so what you can do is try to dab it with tissue na wet tissue na malinis ha, para matanggal mo siya. If you cannot lift it off, maybe you're not using watercolor paper. Okay, so that's one of the things that I love about watercolor paper. You can easily lift off yung mga mistakes. If you're using bond paper or yung mga regular paper, medyo mahirap talaga siyang i-lift off. And then also, depende rin sa paint that you're using. If you cannot fix it na, leave it alone. Hayaan mo lang siya. We'll try to fix it later. Okay? So, just give me a thumbs up, alright? So that we can start painting the meadow. Okay, so Elise is done. Job, kids. So, who has green in their watercolor set? Lahat ba may green? Okay. If you have green, we're gonna mix very light green muna. Okay? So, what you can do if you have green is grab your green. So, any green that you have, okay lang yan. And then you add, you clean your brush and then grab yellow and add yellow. Okay? So, medyo yellow-green yung imimix natin. Pero, we don't start from blue. We started from green, and then we just added yellow na color. And then we're gonna, with just a few strokes, paint the meadow behind the golden shower tree. Yan. So, yellow-green lang. Okay? There. You just let me know if you're done painting the meadow so that we'll proceed with adding more colors. Okay, so yes. That's Elise.
Teacher, is this okay?
Let me see. Yeah, that's perfect. Good job. If you have question regarding your your painting, as of the moment, backgrounds pa lang again yung ating pinipaint. Okay, and then give me a thumbs up when you're done with the meadow. Okay, Ashlyn is done. Okay. Good job, Ashlyn. Right. So I'm just gonna share again the tree so that you'll know what will be for reference on what we will be painting again. Okay. Here. Okay. So this is the one that we will be painting. Okay. So if you notice, the tree, let me see if I can annotate this one. Okay, annotate. Pen. Right. So I can already draw. Let me just grab my Apple pen, okay? So that I'll be able to annotate this one. Because when you are looking at reference photos, it's really important that you find the light. Okay? So if you notice here sa picture, the light is coming in from the right side. Here. Here. Okay? From here. Yan. So the lightest yellow, the lightest bunch of flowers would be on the right side. So I'm annotating, okay? I hope you can see. Okay? And then the blue, yan yung mga lightest yellow here. Ayan. Annotating para makita ninyo yung lightest yellow. Here also. Okay. And then if you notice, let me just change the color of my pen to red para easier for you to look. Okay. And then here, merong pieces ng sky na, there. Here, may nakikita na mga sky, right? Na blue. Okay, yan here, oh. Yan. Yan. So I want you to paint the one that I circled or annotated red with blue. Okay, so it doesn't have to be in the exact spot. But I just want you to paint some of the blue that you had on your mixing palette. And I want you to paint those parts ng blue. Okay? So I'm doing that now. I'm just using the blue, same blue that I used for my sky. Okay? So I am painting blue on those spots. Don't worry. Medyo sharp pa ngayon yung kulay niya, but we will mix it later. Okay? So I am again painting some of the spots within the tree ng blue. Okay? I hope you can see my okay? Here. And then, okay, so I've added blue on my tree. And then, take note of the blue, yung nilagyan ko ng lines na blue or circles na blue. Grab your lightest yellow again. Here, yellow. And then, mix it with a little bit of, pagka lemon yellow yung ginamit, mix it with a little bit of, of orange para maging warm siya. And then, I want you to paint yellow on the spot like this, oh, ida-dub-dub-dub nyo lang yung brush. Like that. Here, oh. Let me show you. Dun sa spot na naglagay ako ng blue na circle. Okay? And I want you to hold your brush like this. Okay? So again, we are painting from reference. So it has to at the very least look a bit or close to your reference photo. Okay? So I'm adding the lightest yellow possible, following yung mga blue encircled. Okay? Don't worry, it will all make sense later. Okay? Then, here also, maglalagay tayo ng yellow and here. So basically, ang daming may yellow, right? Kasi siya naman yung dominant color. Okay? Here also, may mga yellow. Lightest color lang muna. Later, we will add the other colors. There. And then, while this is wet, we can add na the other yellow, which is yellow plus orange. Ito na yung medium yellow natin. So, mas orange siya. Okay? And then we will add this sa left side nung yellow na pinaint ninyo. Okay? I hope you can follow, ha? Okay. So, parang siya yung mid-tone yellow mo. Okay, let me just, masyado siyang light, masyado siyang dark. So, I'm gonna add yellow. Yan. And notice that I'm leaving white spaces in between. Okay?
Sir, what color will you use for the meadow again? White marker.
The meadow, it's yellow and green. So, yellow-green. If you have yellow-green na on your palette, no need to mix yellow with green. But if you don't have the yellow-green on your palette, you can just mix it. Okay? So I'm adding the yellow almost parang so dun sa spaces. Yan. And then less white space na. Okay? So I'm adding more as I see fit. Okay? Here. So, medyo pangit pa yung painting natin kasi again, this is first layer pa. We will add the details later. Okay. So, let me just stop sharing and let me see you. How's your work so far?
My marker edge just keep popping up, so that's why it didn't.
It's okay.
The other part.
It was
Is
copying.
this one okay na po?
Patingin. Okay. Sige, okay lang yan. I want you to add more yellow dun sa tip ng tree dito. If you notice yung tree, parang medyo hard siya, 'di ba? Tapos dun sa sides, lagyan mo pa ng lighter yellow. Because the light is hitting that first, right? So, lightest yellow that you have, ilagay mo lang sa sides. Okay?
I have bright yellow here.
Okay, go ahead and use that. So basically, what we did is just paint the tree with light yellow and middle yellow. The middle yellow is just a mix of yellow and a little bit of orange. Okay? So okay lang if it's not exactly on the same spot yung sa akin, ha, yung sa inyo and then yung sa akin. Don't worry. What's important right now is that you have two types of yellow on your tree and then the blue in between and then the white spaces. Okay?
The palette of the Faber-Castell watercolor can also become a palette.
Yes. So how are you doing so far? Were you able to follow that part where I added the lightest yellow and then the mid-tone yellow?
Not yet. I'm still painting the...
By the way, if you lost your white spaces in between, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Right, so while you're working, I'm sorry, Leon.
I'm done po.
Okay, very good. Yes,
How to make a medium yellow?
you just mix light yellow with a little bit of orange. Para maging warmer siya, yung kulay niya. Okay, and then you put it on the left side of your lightest yellow. Kasi again, remember, the light is coming in from the right. So the lightest yellow should be on the right side because that's where the light is hitting the flowers. Okay? Okay, so again, your painting doesn't have to be exactly like this. What's important is that you have two types of yellow on your tree right now. Okay? And then if you notice doon kanina let me just share again the tree. Okay, if you notice, may mga green siya in between, right? May mga leaves siya. Wait, hindi ko pala nag-share. So here, let me just annotate again using my pen. Right. Jose, it's okay if if you are not able to follow exactly what I'm painting, because what's important is you enjoy. Promise, it's not important to me if your painting is exactly like mine. You do your thing, okay? You do your however you see this picture. Okay, let me just flash this picture and then try to paint na lang as you see the picture. Pero yung tree muna. Okay? If you notice, I encircled red yung mga green. You don't need to follow yung pattern ng green here. What's important is that you add green in between those yellows. You got me? And where is that? Yun yung mga part na I left out as white space. Here, di ba I left out some white space? You just paint that green. As in green lang. Okay? Ganun lang. It's okay if if the your painting is different from mine, ha. Again, the point of this lesson is to enjoy painting. Okay, let me just stop sharing pala kasi hindi ko kayo nakikita. Okay. Yeah. Okay yan. Add more yellow pala. Kasi since we're painting people shower, but if you like your tree, go ahead. Okay lang din. Okay? So now I'm adding green in between the yellows. Okay? Medyo light pa tong green ko, ha?
Like this?
Yeah, okay. Lagyan mo pa siya ng yellow para makita natin yung flowers ni April shower. Jose, how are you doing? Can you show me? And then let me help you. Okay. All right. So you have painted the yellow na and the meadow. Good job. So what I would like you to do is to add more yellow dito sa sides. Okay? Ganito lang yung gawin nyo, ha. Okay, let me show you, ha, kung paano nyo ilalagay yung leaves and yung yellow. So you grab your yellow. So I have yellow na in my palette. Jose, look at this muna, ha. Here, nakita mo tong side ng ilalapit ko, ha. And then what I will do, I will just dab the colors like that. Here, See? Yan siya, para magkaroon ka ng yellow details. Okay? Kasi remember, maliliit lang yung flowers ng April shower. Okay? Kasi that's may mga green ka na eh. So okay na yan. Just add yellow dun sa sides ng ng tree mo. Okay? Here. If you want to follow pala, go ahead, do that. Para di mag-make sense na sa inyo what you're painting. Okay? There. See what I'm doing? I'm adding the yellow na.
My wood is a little...
Ano yun?
Okay. Umamin mo.
See what I'm doing here? Dinadab ko lang yung brush ko like that, oh. See? Yan lang, ganyan lang. As in, lang siya, impressionistic lang siya. You don't need to individually paint the flowers. You just need to dab your brush like that as if madami talaga silang flowers. So, impression na lang siya ng flowers. Okay? So, were you able to follow, Jose? Okay ba? Dadab mo lang siya like this. And then, in between, add ka lang ng green. In between those yellows. Here, oh. Let the paint spread. Okay? Okay, pakita ko lang. Ayan. So, it's just a dubbing motion. Ginaganon ko lang. Dinadub ko lang yung paintbrush ko. Like that. Okay? And then, you can use smaller brush. If you're not comfortable using big brush, okay lang din gumamit ng Okay? There. Okay na, Jose. Nakaka-follow na. Okay, very good. It's okay if your art is different than mine, ha? Or different from mine, rather, because, again, that's your art. What's important to me is you enjoy this painting. Okay? Doesn't matter for me kung pareho siya or what. Ayan. So I'm now adding the yellow. So I fast track pala this part para the painting makes sense to you. Kasi baka hindi nagme-make sense yung yung step by step eh. So go ahead lang and gawin natin to. Okay? So, by the way, I am getting the color straight from my watercolor na. Hindi na ako naglalagay ng water. So, medyo, napansin nyo, may ganito na siyang texture, oh. Ang tawag dito, dry brush technique. Okay? So, I'm getting the color straight from my palette. And then, yung brush ko medyo dry. Okay? Para magkaroon siya ng texture like this. Okay? So, okay lang if you lost your blue, ha? It's okay. No worries. Ayan. Yan. There. So, I'm almost done na actually. Maglalagay na lang ako ng green. So, the way you add the green is again, dito lang sa part, in between lang ng mga yellow. It can be random. Okay lang if hindi na na-follow yung sa drawing. Rather sa picture. Okay, so I'm adding green lang. Actually, I'm adding the green dun sa mga branch. Malapit sa branch. So, kung mag-drawing nyo yung branch, lagay nyo yung mga green doon. And you're good pag nagawa nyo yun. Like I did, I added the green doon lang sa tabi ng branch. Okay? Because the green will also serve as guide na nandoon yung branch ninyo. Gets? Jose, can I see your work? Para din maano ko kung...
Teacher, it's
Yes.
out here.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Nag-brown out. Okay lang. You just watch na lang muna if you're not comfortable working in the dark then. Kasi baka masira din yung mata mo. Yeah, just watch na lang, okay? Okay ba sa'yo? O yan, bumalik na. The angels heard you. Binalik yung kuryente. And then, napansin nyo, green and yellow na yung tree, right? But we haven't painted the shadow, which is yung hidden leaves and flowers. So what we'll do, dun sa green, where you painted the green, you just add blue. Ganun lang ka-simple. Okay?
This one okay po?
Let me see. Oh, yes. I like it. It has texture as a tree. So, okay yan. Yay! Good job. So, I want you to add just tiny bits of blue dun sa mga part na may green ka. So, that will serve as shadow na leaves. Ibig sabihin mga leaves na nasa shadow section ng tree. So, why do we do that? Because we want to add some depth sa tree. Hindi siya magmumukhang flat.
Kaya, ba yan? Basa? Lagyan mo na. Okay, matigil na rin. Push mo. Ba't basa? Hindi ka.
Okay, let me know lang kung saan kayo nahihirapan na so that I will backtrack a bit. Okay? Because as for me, medyo tapos na yung tree ko. I'll give you time to ask me questions so that I can help you fix kung nagkaroon ng problem yung painting. Okay? Or meron kayong hindi na follow or what. We will fix it. Okay? So far, nagawa ko na yung tree ko.
Like this, teacher.
Okay, so I cannot see the yellow. May yellow ka na. Okay, may yellow ka na. So it's more green. Add ka more yellow ka pa dito sa gilid ng tree. Around the tree, add ka pa ng yellow. I'll teach you how to do dry brush ha. Para din makita ninyo paano gawin yung dry brush. Okay?
Teacher,
Yes.
this one okay na po, pero hindi po kita masyado yung shadow.
Okay. What you can do, dun sa part ng mga green, mag-drop ka ng mga blue. Konti lang, konting blue lang. Mag-drop ka lang dun sa part na may mga green para may shadow siya. And then let me teach you how to do dry brush ha. My brush is wet, right? So what I will do, I will dab it on my tissue. And then, because I have been using this yellow on my palette, it's wet. Remember? My color on my palette is wet. So what I will do with the brush that has less water, I will grab my yellow using my brush that is partially dry na ha. And then what I will do, I will just swipe it across like this. Tada! Tada! So see, may texture siya, right? Hindi continuous yung color. So that's how you do the details dun sa tree na to. Okay? So, hindi siya continuous. Okay? The color is, parang siya, meron siya mga white spaces na naiiwan. So, that's how you do the details around your tree. Okay? So, you just dry your brush a bit and then grab the yellow on your palette and then just swipe it across on the sides. Okay? So, I hope you were able to follow dry brush technique. Okay? So, just give me a thumbs up when you're done with your tree because what we will do is to paint in the trunk of the tree.
Dito na ba po yung shadow?
Log.
Yes, nakikita ko na siya. May mga dark green ka na. Okay, good job.
I already did the log.
Ano yun?
I already did the trunk, the one that supports the tree.
Okay. Sige. Okay lang. So, for the trunk, for those who are, haven't done it, or who haven't painted it, you can use tawag dito, burnt sienna. Okay, if you don't have burnt sienna, you can just use any brown that you have. No worries. Okay, so I'll just I'll just paint the trunk muna. I will not paint the branches yet. I'm just gonna paint the trunk muna. The main tree trunk. Okay? Here also. There. Okay? Tapos, while this is still wet, sa left side ng trunk, mag-drop lang kayo ng glue para ma-create yung shadow ng tree. Here, like what I did. Ganun lang yung trick. You paint the trunk ng burnt sienna, and then sa left side ng trunk, because again the light is coming from right side, 'di ba? Mag-drop lang kayo ng blue. Meron na kayong shadow dun sa tree. Ganun lang kasimple. Okay? You just drop blue. Again, we're just using one blue, ha? We're not using any other blue. Isang blue lang. Okay? Again, ulitin ko yung sa trunk, ha? You paint your main trunk ng brown, whatever brown that you have. What I use here is burnt sienna. And then you just drop blue. While this is still wet, drop blue. Yes, you can use burnt umber. Okay lang din. You just drop blue sa left side para nagawa mo na agad yung shadowed part ng trunk mo.
Is
Okay,
my trunk okay na po?
Let me see. Oh, yes. Yes. Okay lang yan. May nakikita kang pool, di ba, ng water dito. Nakikita mo may pool ng water sa ilalim na color. What you'll do, you drag it like that para shadow siya. Kasi sayang eh. Gamitin mo na yan as shadow.
Okay.
Here. So, shadow na yan ng tree. Okay? Nagawa nyo ba yung shadow? Important din yun because again, that will make your tree appear more realistic or organic because may shadow naman talagang kinakasan siya pagka may light up from the right side, di ba? So sa left side, yung shadow.
Ito pa yung sa
Hi, Elise, yes? Yes, can I see? Okay, good job. Nakikita ko na yung shadow and yung tree trunk. Okay? So, I noticed that my pencil mark is still showing up here. So, I'm just gonna strengthen the color by adding more brown here. Yan, maglagay lang ako ng brown ulit kasi medyo naglighten yung color. Pero you don't need to do this kung happy na kayo sa kulay ng sa inyo. Akin lang kasi nag-show up yung ano.
Mom?
Yan!
Jump.
Ana? Okay. Okay. So yan. So natapos ko na yung tree ko with shadow. Now, let me ask you this question. Is your tree dry na? Dry na ba siya? Okay, if dry na siya, then you can start painting the branches. If basa pa siya, don't touch it. What you can do is paint the tree behind dito. Itong mga nandito sa baba, pwede nyo nang i-paint yan using the same color lang din. Brown for the main trunk, and then green. Tapos, blue sa left side for the shadow. Same lang din yung process, like what I'm doing now. And then green lang for the leaves. Pero this time, itong tree sa likod, hindi ko na siya lalagyan ng yellow kasi Other tree siya hindi siya April shower. So any shape you want for the tree behind, okay lang din. No need to follow what I'm doing. No need to paint it the way I'm doing it. And then lalagay ko lang siya ng konting branches lang. Sobrang konti lang. Kasi again, we don't want to add details dito sa mga trees na to kasi ito yung main subject natin. Okay? So ito lang ilalagay natin ng details. Okay? So I'm gonna paint. Yan. I also use blue for the shadowed part nitong tree na to. And then the right side would be lighter. Light green lang siya. Okay? There. So the reason why I added these trees, I didn't need to do this. Pero kasi for perspective, para malaman nyo na this is closer to the viewer and those trees are farther from the viewer. That is your vanishing point. Okay? So, alright. So I'm gonna paint the tree behind my subject. Okay? So again, green. Green lang yung gagamitin ko for that. Yan, green lang. Yan. Hindi nyo na kailangang detalyihin yan because hindi naman sila yung main subject natin. And then brown lang for the main trunk. Like that. Ganun lang.
Sure?
No more details. Yes.
Is it okay na po?
May gagawin pa tayo later. Wala ka pang shadow, dear. Lagyan mo ng shadow dito sa baba. Here, sa left side.
Okay.
Kulay blue lang gagamitin mo. Okay na yung blue.
Sure.
Yes.
Is this okay?
Wala ka pa yatang shadow. May shadow ka na ba?
What color did you use for the shadow?
Just the blue. Blue lang. Just add blue sa ilalim ng sa left side ng trunk and then dun sa ilalim ng okay? Parang to indicate na nandoon yung shadow part mo. Okay, so if you notice, I already added the trees behind. And if you notice, para lang silang blobs, no details of some sort. Because, again, you don't need to add details kapag hindi sila yung main subject. Alright? Then just use brown for the main trunk again. Yan. Yan lang. So let me know when you're done painting the trees. Kasi what we will do is details na, detailing na tayo.
I'm done.
Good job! Nakahabol ka, Jose. Very good. Okay? So,
Gray okay? Is gray color okay?
for the shadow,
Yes.
sure, kung wala kang blue, okay lang yung gray.
Because I can't mix blue with black because black mix blue equals to black.
If you want to mix the shadow, what you can do is just brown and blue. But in this case, because brown na yung trunk mo, you just add the blue para yung shadowed side gray na. Okay? That's how you do it. You can mix on the paper or mix in your palette. But what I did lang, the technique I taught, yeah?
Gray on it.
Okay na. So, just give me a thumbs up when you're done painting the trees behind our main subject. We're almost there. Konti na lang.
Tapos na po ako.
Okay?
I'm done
So,
po.
if you notice, okay, good job. Okay, so, next na gagawin natin is to paint some, tawag dito? Wait lang paint some bushes here sa baba nung tree. Pero yung bush, just like the road, matangkad siya dito sa right side, and then it becomes a little bit shorter towards this side. Okay, so how do you do that? Dry brush technique for the green. Okay, so I just grab the green straight from my palette, and I'm just adding green here. Okay, dito lang. Tapos dito shorter na siya. Okay, like that. Okay. Tapos, dahil masyado siyang flat, I just add brown sa ilalim. The same colors lang. I just brown sa ilalim. There. Yan lang. Okay, so mga bush lang yan. We will add the details later. And then, by the way, wala pa rin shadow itong part na to, ha? Mamaya lalagyan natin siya ng shadow. Yung gutter, we will put a shadow there para mas realistic. Okay? And then, I will also add blue here, by the way, sa ilalim ng bush for the shadow. Shadow lang din yan. Okay? So, very important yung shadow sa mga paintings like this. Kasi that's how you render the light. And then what I will do, I just grab some of the blue towards the sidewalk as shadow. Shadow ng bush. Okay? Like that. Kasi nga, nasa right side yung light natin. There you go. See? See how I did that? Grinab ko lang din yung blue na nilagay ko sa ilalim ng bush towards the sidewalk.
What did you use po ulit for the shadow?
Just blue. Just blue. Okay. Tapos, does your brush have does your brush have pointed wooden, yung opposite side ng mo here? Medyo pointed ba yung ganito niya? Ilalim? Hindi. What you can do kasi is, para magkaroon lang ng sort of branches itong bush, gaganyanin ko lang siya, like that. Okay? Just an option para maglagay lang siya ng texture. Ito, look at this, Nagkaroon siya ng ganyan, Pero you can use din yung yung any pointy na stuff na you have there. Ayan, ganyan, Yan lang. Ganyan lang siya. Some of the brushes kasi that I use, may mga ganon, pointed yung dulo.
How about this
Okay?
po?
Good job. Uy, Elise, ang ganda niyan. Good job. Okay? So let me know lang your progress. If you have questions, just unmute. Because we're almost done. The next na kasi is na lang, shadow nitong gutter. And then pwede kayong mag-add ng details pa using other media. I'll just wait up for you. Just give me a thumbs up when you're okay na to proceed to the next part. Okay, so Elise is done. How are you, Von? Medyo quiet ka ngayon, Oh, nice. Good job. Okay? So, just give me a thumbs up, para we can na. Can you show me your work muna pala so I can see how you did it? I can see Von's work. Good job. How about May? Oh, hindi ko makita. Naka-blur. Naka-blur background kaya yata. Okay, I can see your work, Ashlyn. Good job. Siguro, the next part na is, is painting yung shadow. How about you, Pauline and Gabby? How are you doing? Good job, Pauline. I can see your work. Good job, May. How about Gabby? Okay, hindi ko makita. Ayun yun. Okay. Alright. Sige. Very good. Yes. Good job. So next naman is we add the shadow ng gutter. Remember, itong part na to, mas mababa si road compared mo sa sidewalk. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna add brown and blue. Okay, brown and blue lang until magmukha siyang gray. And then just paint the back, teka basa. Ipabasa yung brush ko. Okay, just paint a thin line here sa gutter. Para lang to yes, medyo shadow, medyo nasa madilim na part yan. Okay? So I just use my flat brush by the way, but you can still use your round brush. There. And then parang hindi lang siya sharp, I'm just gonna grab that color towards the left side. There. Parang hindi masyadong sharp yung shadow ng gutter. Okay? Yan. So, yan, mas naging realistic na, right? Kasi may shadow na yung itong gutter. Okay. Okay, the next part is if you want to draw in the flowers, magda-dot-dot-dot lang kayo using the marker that I have here. Pero since wala kayong marker, another option is to use yung here. Meron ba sa inyong may pastel? Kasi you can also use pastel and draw that like that. Okay? Para lang magdagdag kayo ng details dun sa flowers. Alright? Lalagay nyo lang sa do. Yes.
Mine is like na na po yung shadow po.
Ha? Na
parang puro black na po, tapos in-erase ko po, tapos biglang naging ganito po.
Sige. Okay lang yan. Just leave it be kasi pagka trinay pa natin yung i-fix baka masira. Okay lang? Sige. Okay. So since wala kayong marker and wala kayong pastel, what you can do para to add details is yung spattering. Naalala niyo yung spattering na tinuro ko? For yung spattering, okay. So, you just spatter yellow dun sa part ng tree. Okay? This is the fun part na. Okay? So, we're almost done. Tatakpan ko lang tong sky kasi baka malagyan siya ng yellow. Okay? So, tatakpan ko lang tong sky. And then, magsispatter na ako dito. Yellow. There.
Tingnan
Yan.
mo teacher line.
Spatter lang ninyo para magkaroon siya ng texture. Okay? So again, I'm using yellow ha. And then I'm spattering around the tree. Here. Yan. Yan na yung parang details ng ng flowers. Okay? So this is the much easier to kesa using the marker. And then, pwede rin kayo mag-spatter dito sa street kasi kunwari nahulog yung flowers. So, I'll just grab yellow and then spatter along the road. Here. There. See? Again, I covered the sky ha kasi I don't want the yellow dropping on the sky. There. So, may spatter na rin yung aking street. Now, you can go crazy about this. As many spatter as you want. Kasi, again, what we're trying to show here is that some of the flowers fell towards the street and the sidewalk. Okay? So, here, here's the effect of the spatter. mayroon ng spotter on my tree, may spotter din dun sa pinaka-street. Okay? And then, gusto niya bang may flowers yung yung bush? Kasi you can also spatter some colors. For example, you have pink there in your palette. You just drop pink, halimbawa, and then spatter on the bush. Pero you need to cover din yung yung tree mo kasi baka malagyan yung tree mo. Okay? So I'll just cover my tree and then spatter on my bush. Okay? I'm covering my tree again. There. May flower na yung aking. Pwede pa akong magdagdag ng ibang kulay like yellow din on my bush. Okay?
Okay na ba din pa to?
Ito rin na sa kayo buwan.
There. Okay. So here, look, I spattered some colors on my bush and nagmukha na siyang may flowers. See, by just spattering some paints, nagkakaroon ka na ng impression that may mga details na on your painting without actually using the brush strokes. Okay? So there, that's it. How's your trees? How's your landscape? Did you learn something today?
This is mine na po. Naglagay din po ako sa bush.
Kasama mo na lang si Isha.
Ay, sorry, hindi pa pala natin lagay yung branches. Yung branches, lang yun, you just use brown. I almost forgot about the branches. So you just use brown and then just trace the pencil marks that yung sa sketch ninyo. And then wag lang masyadong continuous yung line. Medyo lang, may mga part na puputulin niyo yung lines kapag kunwari natakpan ng leaves yung ibang part ng branch, okay? So you just dun sa may part na may green, dun kayo mag-drawing ng branch. Okay? And then just like sa main trunk, you just add blue sa left side para may shadow yung yung trunk ninyo. Okay? Okay.
Ito ba po yung branch ko?
Yes. Good job, Elise. So I'm just adding mine, by the way. Lalagyan ko lang ng blue yung ibang parts.
Like
Yan.
this.
Yes. So, what you can do pala is to add branch dun sa pinakatuktok ng tree ninyo, sa top ng tree, pero maninipis lang. Maninipis lang siya ha, using the very the tip of your brush. Here, pakita ko sa inyo ha. Here. Yan. Maninipis lang. Very thin na brush strokes lang. Using your small brush. The smallest brush you have, lagyan nyo lang dito. Ayan. And then you don't need to complete all the branches ha. Just a few. Just to show that there are still some of the branches that are visible. Okay? Through the leaves and the flowers. Okay? Para lang hindi siya floating din. Okay? There. I almost forgot about the branches. I'm so sorry about that. Okay? There you go. So yan, done na ako with my tree. I added the branches and the smaller branches at the tip. And then I'm just gonna add some blue dun sa part na may shadow. Okay?
I'm done na din po.
Okay, good job.
This is my full one.
Done na po.
Good job, Elise. Nice, nice, nice. Okay lang yung part na may may black. Okay lang yun. No worries about it. Okay, so this is my artwork. Can I see yours? And then we'll take a picture, okay? Class picture para ipopost natin sa group. And then there will be a live recording of this. May live recording po, so You can always review. Okay, so good job. I can see your work. Okay, wow, very good. Bon, nice. Nice din yan sa'yo. Ngayon ko lang nakita yung work mo ulit. How about Zaya? Uy, good job, Zaya. That's so nice. Okay, good job. Okay. How about Gabby? Can I see your work? And then si Pauline. Okay, so that we can already take a photo. In case hindi tapos na kayo, just show me your work. Okay? Nice, nice. All right, so let's take a class photo, everyone. Okay, so natatakpan yung sarili ko. Okay, so let me just, this is a little tricky because I'm using just an iPad. Okay, wait. All right, so 1, 2, 3, smile. There you go. So, na-save ko na siya. Alright, so I'm gonna post the live recording later once I've uploaded it on Facebook or rather on YouTube. If you have questions, feel free to ask them now. Otherwise, good job everyone. Congratulations on finishing your first April shower landscape. Okay? So, I hope you had fun. Okay? So, yeah, just let me know if Okay? Thank you for attending. Next week, it's Cherry Blossom Landscape.
Bye.
Bye! Take care, everyone.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye. You're welcome. Thank you, then.
Bye. Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.